Thank you guys for having me today. First of all, I'd like to thank Mike Oresco and his staff. I think this place was tremendous. This is an outing that I could never imagine. This is a classy conference, this whole thing. The staff been awesome. You know, the food last night, if you guys missed the food, you guys really missed a treat. It was good, and I'm full. So I'm not going to be up here too long with you guys. Still full. I also like to thank our new president, Mike Fitz, who has a vision for this conference and where we're going, and our former president who just left, Dr. Scott Cowan, who's done a magnificent job keeping Tulane football together in all the athletic programs. Our great athletic director, Rick Dixon, who's working hard. He's pounding the pavements. We trying to finish selling our new stadium. He's also, you know, I got to thank him also. I think this new conference that we're in is we talk about power. This is a powerful conference. What Central Florida did last year, I thought it was utterly amazing. I couldn't go to sleep that night just watching them, what they did to a great Baylor team. Then you look at UConn men and women's sports. You look at all the wins that we had in this conference last year, you know, beating North Carolina State. This is a high quality conference. Our upcoming opponent is going to be very, very tough. This is going to be a new challenge for our team. Our team has opportunity after opportunity after opportunity this season. I love our schedule. We play in Georgia Tech, Duke, Rutgers, and Southeastern non-conference. Our young men are going to be ready, rearing and ready to go. We also have a new stadium on campus, finally an on-campus facility. I love the fact that we played in the Superdome when I was with the Saints, but that's a pro venue. We got our own home. We got our own place. Our guys are proud of it. They're laying down the turf right now. They're tweeting back and forth. These guys here, we're talking about the turf. It's something special. We're talking about it. We're finally being noticed. We finally have our own facility. It's going to be utterly amazing for us. First time in about 30 years that we'll be back on campus. So this is a wonderful opportunity. This is a wonderful promise for us. I thank you guys, but this is awesome. This is a good time for us at Tulane University.
Coach, let me start off with a first question for you, and it goes back to the stadium. Some of us are old enough to remember the old Sugar Bowl
Super Bowl
on the Tulane campus. I played one of the early Super Bowls.
That's absolutely.
You talked about the value to your players of having an on-campus building. How about to the community?
You know what? Our community has embraced us. It's unbelievable. We go to restaurants, wherever we go, our kids are out front. The communities, you know, they can't wait. Our kids selling tickets alone, you know, everybody want to see these young men who we keep our recruiting base in Louisiana, and they want to fill this stadium. They want to be proud of a new and a fantastic product. So we've been embraced.
You talked about wanting to create what you call the state of Tulane when you took over there. What do you mean by that, and how are you doing with that?
You know what? We tend to draw a line from Baton Rouge east, even as far as Lafayette, Sands from Lafayette, one of our starting safeties, and we want to go as far as Mississippi Gulf Coast, as far as North Louisiana. We feel that we can't get all the recruits because LSU is going to do a phenomenal job, but we want to keep our guys in state. There are more players from Louisiana per capita than anywhere else in the NFL. We feel that if we can tap into that pipeline, we can do a tremendous job in the future playing football.
Let me also ask you a question. I think we'll have one or two others, but let me ask you one about this. And we've asked each of the other coaches coming into the conference about both the challenges and the advantages of becoming part of the American Conference.
You know, when I say this is a challenge, but I look at challenges as being an opportunity. This is just an opportunity. We have to learn our players. I think we got smart kids. You know, Lorenzo, all these guys are, you know, Sam, Sean Donnelly, Darian Monroe, those guys sitting there, they're very smart kids. So they have an opportunity to play some people who they hadn't played before. They get an opportunity to showcase their talent up here in Connecticut, all the way over to Ohio with Cincinnati. Then we get down two schools in South Florida. We get as far as Texas and as far west as Tulsa. So I look at the challenge being just opportunity to play against the best. These schools are best. Quality teams. You look at Memphis, you know, they got a good program. We get to go up there or they come to us. So this is a great opportunity to showcase our talents, showcase where we're going to and where we've been.
Coach, Bill Koch with the Times-Picayune. You had a 5-game improvement last year from 2-10 to 7-6. Most coaches would look at going to a new league presenting its own set of challenges, but you guys are going to do it with some confidence coming off a season like that. Just talk about how important that is.
You know what the most important thing I think was last year our coaches were phenomenal. They convinced these young men that they could be winners. We hadn't gone to a bowl game in 12 years, and I'm telling you, I gotten away with some of those losses. These assistants were fantastic. If they'd have kept me out the building, we probably would have been 10-2. But these guys, these young men really believed in our coaches. They believed in what we were doing. We got an opportunity. We won some tough games. We won some close games. And our team is relatively young. We only have 4 senior starters. And, you know, I look at this as a building process for us and just the improvement, the reward. You know, they worked hard. They worked hard in the classroom. And now look at the reward. They got an opportunity to go and play in a bowl game the first time in 12 years. I think that was phenomenal. My shout out goes to those guys. And that's a shout out is a phrase for young people.
Anybody else?
Guys, I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Coach, thank you so much.